Another story we're following, U.S. officials say they're ramping up efforts to reach a peace deal as Ukraine enters its third year of war with Russia. Russian and U.S. leaders had their first meeting since the start of the conflict with a major focus on reaching a deal. 7 News anchor Annalise Murphy spoke with a local political science professor who shared details on why she thinks this meeting that excluded Ukraine is not a good strategy for reaching a resolution.
Details on a possible deal between Russia and Ukraine are still unclear after a recent meeting between U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. West Liberty University assistant professor of political science Christina Rohr says the Trump administration has, quote, given away most of Ukraine's bargaining position, end quote, adding that Ukraine's absence from the meeting is problematic.
If we're talking about any negotiation, two things need to happen. First thing is that both individuals in the conflict, both countries, need to be able to go back to their people and say, hey, this is over and this is what I got out of the negotiation. I won something. It's called saving face. No negotiation comes out where one side gets everything they want. Second aspect is that there needs to be security guarantees. This is simply, the simplest way to think about it is in terms of credible commitments. Both sides need to be certain that in the future, that agreement is going to stand, that no one is going to violate said agreement.
So far, the U.S. has not been directly involved in the conflict. Rohr says the initial hope was for the U.S. to act as a mediator between Ukraine and Russia. However, she thinks the U.S.'s ability to mediate has been compromised by bias, saying the Trump administration has taken away a lot of Ukraine's leverage.
Any of the things that could have been used by Ukraine as leverage to get something good out of Russia, to extract some kind of concessions, has already been taken off the table without Ukraine being present at the negotiations, which is problematic.
3 leverage points Rohr says have been taken off the table include Ukraine not returning to their internationally recognized 2014 borders, not allowing Ukraine to join NATO, and the Trump administration saying they would not provide military support to enforce any type of peace agreement on the ground.
If the United States is willing to put some military on the ground to enforce this deal, then Ukraine could think, all right, I have, a powerful country who is backing this agreement, whatever this agreement may be. But if the United States is not willing to do that, then it detracts from these security guarantees that are crucial for any negotiation to be successful.
Rohr emphasized the importance of Ukraine's presence during peace talks, saying they need to be able to advocate for what they want to come to an agreement. Reporting for 7 News, I'm Annalise Murphy, working for you.
Thanks, Annalise. And another story we're looking at is, of course,